Hello and welcome to the American Liver Foundation's live broadcasted virtual Liver Life Walk. I am Kelly Smith, the National Director of Events, and with me I have two people who may be very familiar to you, our National Managers of Events, Elise Jackson and Nicolette Iliano. Our other team members, Caitlin Muolo and Rachel Magnabosco, are also here with us today, but they are both working hard behind the scenes to ensure everything runs smoothly. I would like to thank our colleagues, Lindsay Ventura and David Barton, for helping with our program today as well. We are so pleased to see all of you here to support the American Liver Foundation. Thank you for joining us and for the funds you have raised to make a difference in the lives of the 30 million people in the United States with liver disease. Over the last 5 weeks, the liver community came together and raised $161,466. I know all of you at home are also celebrating with us. We expect this figure to keep going up as donations are still coming in. Congratulations and thank you. Donations will continue to be accepted until the end of November, so you still have time to share with friends and family that you are participating in the walk. Today is about celebrating you and your accomplishments, so please don't be shy. We ask that you interact with us using the chat feature, share who you are, where you are from, who you're walking for, and your team name. We will do our best to highlight and give shout outs to those of you sharing in our chat feature. After our program ends today, we want all of you to put on your sneakers and go for a walk to celebrate all of our accomplishments. During your walk, take photos and post them on social media using the hashtag #LiverLifeWalk. We have an amazing group of guest panelists joining us today. Lynn Gardner-Syme, Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer for the ALF. David Ticker, Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer for the ALF. Walkers from Alabama, Maryland, Michigan, and Utah. And ALF advocate Dan Palmer, who will play a few songs. To start us off today, it is my pleasure to introduce our Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer of the American Liver Foundation, Lynn Gardner-Syme. Lynn has been with the ALF for 9 years and leads the organization's national education, advocacy, support services, research communications, and development initiatives. Lynn, thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Kelly. Over the past 5 weeks, I've been inspired watching our liver community come together and embrace this new online experience. The virtual Liver Life Walk featured 4 themes: self-care, movement and exercise, cooking and crafts, and liver education. Staying in line with these themes, I saw walkers decorate their front doors and chalk the walk to share why they participate, take part in the fitness challenge of committing to 5,000 steps a day, and share their knowledge of liver in Liver Jeopardy. All of these activities created awareness and raised critical funds for the American Liver Foundation. The world changed drastically in 2020, but the mission of the American Liver Foundation remains the same. Our staff and volunteers have not stopped their important work, but continue to move forward to provide a multitude of resources for liver patients and for those who care for them as they navigate through this COVID-19 pandemic. With the assistance of our staff and medical advisory committees across the country, a few ways we've supported the liver community and at-risk populations include sharing COVID information, resources, updates, and blogs on our website, liverfoundation.org. Our national helpline has continued to provide much needed support to thousands of patients and their families throughout 2020. Providing Inspire and Facebook patient support groups for 30,000 followers. Hosting more than 40 national and local educational webinars with topics focusing on liver health and wellness, as well as liver disease. Through funding from UPMC and New York Presbyterian Weill Cornell Medical Center Columbia University Medical Center, and Jim and Jeannie Goldberg, in July we launched the Living Donor Liver Transplant Information Center, a program to help individuals on the transplant waiting list identify potential donors. Transplant recipients and donors can turn to the Information Center for reliable and comprehensive information on living donor liver transplant. This Information Center includes a digital toolkit with multimedia resources and educational videos. As a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, our annual Advocacy Day turned virtual. We had over 100 people participate in 30 visits with legislators during the week of October 5th. Patient advocates had the opportunity to share their journey with liver disease and explain why the American Liver Foundation's legislative priorities are so important. The American Liver Foundation's first annual virtual liver patient conference, entitled The Educated Patient, a Liver Conference, took place on October 16th and 17th. The American Liver Foundation brought together leading medical experts, including Doctors Tamar Taddy, Sheila S. Warren, Jennifer Guy, Ghassan Abu Alfa, and Ali Zaranpar, to host a patient conference that offered education on liver cancer, clinical trials, treatments, and palliative care, with an opportunity to interact virtually with other patients. The American Liver Foundation hosted a NASH roundtable in September that brought together approximately 10 stakeholders, including NASH patients, caregivers, representatives from advocacy organizations, hepatologists, and endocrinologists, to understand the needs of people diagnosed with NASH and identify solutions for empowering them to take an active role in managing their liver health. Using the findings from the roundtable, we will create a NASH patient Bill of Rights and patient-physician discussion guide to help empower NASH patients. I want to personally thank our walkers and sponsors for seeing the value the American Liver Foundation provides to the liver community. Without you, this special day would not be possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. I too would like to thank all our walkers and sponsors for their support. Every dollar raised is making a difference, and we are still accepting donations for the walk. To donate, visit liverlifewalk.org/virtual walk or click on the link provided in the chat feature. A donation of $75 enables us to help 2 people with their search for a living liver donor. I am now excited to invite Nicolette to share with us some highlights from the past 5 weeks.
Thanks so much, Kelly, and hello, everyone. I am so thrilled to be here with you today. As Kelly mentioned, I'm going to highlight some of the fun challenges, activities, and events that have taken place as part of the virtual Liver Life Walk throughout the past 5 weeks. But first, I want to share the exciting news that we have had 841 walkers, 207 teams register for the virtual Liver Life Walk this fall. And we have raised a total of $161,466 so far. And like Kelly mentioned, that number is still rising, so you can get those donations in. Woohoo! A big round of applause to everyone. Thank you all for participating and making this experience so, so wonderful. I also want to take a moment to shout out our top teams, individual fundraisers, and steppers. Every single one of you and all of our participants have gone above and beyond, and we truly, truly cannot say thank you enough. Now, let's get into our virtual Liver Life Walk recap. Week 1's theme was self-care. We challenged our walkers to complete self-care bingo and to clear your clutter, clear your mind with our Declutter Your Home checklist. We provided a guided meditation to follow, and our live virtual event for Self-Care Week was a relaxing restorative yoga class led by Rosa Stychek. In week 2, we got moving with Movement and Exercise Week. We challenged our walkers to the 10 for 10 challenge. Take a 10-minute walk, donate $10 to your fundraising page, and tag 10 friends to do the same. We also shared a 5-minute low-impact exercise video and a webinar on managing your liver health and fitness. Our Movement and Exercise Week live virtual event was a family fun night dance party and game night, which was such a blast. We were all dancing and moving and having so much fun. Week 3 gave us full tummies and a chance to get creative during Cooking and Crafts Week. We encouraged walkers to decorate their front doors, sharing why they walked, and challenged them to make their own Dalgona whipped coffee. We shared a yummy turkey burger recipe from our In the Doctor's Kitchen video series. For our live virtual event, we learned how to make delicious homemade pasta from scratch with Chef Eliza Martin. Week 4's theme was liver education, and all week we shared important information and resources on your liver, liver health, and ALF resources that support liver patients and caregivers. Our live virtual event for Liver Education Week was our ALF Classic Liver Jeopardy, hosted by our very own National Manager of Support Services, Warren Hall. We had so much fun and learned so much about the liver and liver health. And finally, this past week was Spirit Week. We shared some special shout outs to teams and sponsors and encouraged everyone to share their Liver Life Walk spirit and excitement for today, Walk Day. Thank you all so much for participating in all of our fun challenges and activities over the past 5 weeks. Now we'd like to do a fun activity with you all to bring us back to why we're here today to support ALF. The game is called Step Forward If. And how it's going to work is I'm going to say a few statements, and if they apply to you, I want you to step forward. Since we're virtual this year, we're going to ask you to share in the comment section if any of the statements apply to you. But if you want to get up and get moving and get active today, then you can stand up and step forward as well. Are you guys ready? Let's get started. Step forward if you've raised $100 or more for today's virtual Liver Life Walk. I can already shout out some of you who I know. Barb and Sophie, you guys have raised $100 for sure. Kira, all of the amazing fundraisers. Step forward if you're a team captain of one of our amazing teams. Now step forward if your team has raised over $1,000 or more for ALF. Thank you so much for all of your hard work fundraising. Step forward if you are a virtual Liver Life Walk sponsor. And we want to take a moment to just thank all of our incredible sponsors. We could not do this without you. Your support means everything to us. So thank you so much for all you do for the liver community. Step forward if you took part in any of our virtual challenges and activities over the last 5 weeks. I know Karen and Sophie, again, you guys were on Liver Jeopardy. Write it in the chat, in the comment section in the chat if you guys have participated. We want to see you. Shouting out Karen and Kira, I see you guys in there. Kathy, Family Fun Night, awesome. Step forward if you're signed up to be an organ donor. And for those of you who are not organ donors, you can register online today at donatelife.net. Step forward if you personally have had or currently have liver disease. Let's take a moment to acknowledge these heroes and give them a round of applause. You guys are the reason why we're here today. You're the reason why ALF works so hard. Step forward if you're a healthcare professional, a doctor, a nurse, a social worker, administrator, or anyone working on the front lines. Let's have another round of applause for our healthcare heroes. Thank you for everything that you do. Step forward if you've ever lost a loved one to liver disease. And I just want to take a moment of silence for us to remember those that we've lost. And now one that I hope everybody will be stepping forward for, one that I hope everyone will be writing in the comment section, me. Step forward if you support ALF's mission. I see everybody coming in on the chat. I love it. I love it. Thank you all for being here with us, for saying you support ALF, for donating life, for being here and being a part of the Liver Life Walk. Thank you all for participating. I hope that this small game serves as a big reminder of why, through it all, we're still here today, and how important it is for us to continue raising funds and awareness for the over 100 types of liver diseases.
Thank you, Nicolette. Elise, are there any additional comments from the chat feature that you want to share with everyone?
Yes, so we've gotten so many people in the chats. Kara Reinhardt, Team Charlie's Cancer Crusaders, is walking today in memory of her dad. Karen Pinto, who attended all of our weekly events, is stepping forward in memory of her mom and because she attended all of our events. I also want to give a shout out to our amazing panelists, Sophie, she was a transplant recipient, Barb, who does have liver disease, Marsha, who not only has a daughter who has a liver disease, but she is one of those amazing frontline workers. She's a nurse that Nicolette mentioned in the beginning, and Raven, who is a caretaker. I also want to give a special shout out to our ALF family member, Lindsay Ventura, who is the National Manager of Outreach, for being a liver recipient as well. So we just have so many people. Kudos to everyone. Oh, also Ian Beal from Little Sioux. He's walking in memory of his wife. So we're just so excited and so thankful that you guys are here. Keep it coming. Like Kelly said in the beginning, we'll get to your chats and we have people behind the scenes responding, but we're just so happy to be with each of you and that you are with us today.
Hey, thanks everybody.
Thank you, Elise, and thank you, Nicolette, for bringing to light that everyone joining us today has a connection to the liver community. Our next guest speaker has been a longtime Liver Life Walk participant and is team captain of Barb's Buddies. Elise, can you share with us a little about Barb and her team?
Absolutely, I'm so excited, Barb. So in 1999, Barb Pitts was diagnosed with an unknown form of liver disease, similar to PBC. Barb was unfamiliar with liver disease, and because of that, made liver education her mission. The first year that Barb participated, she raised $300. 21 years later, as of today, Barb has hit the $50,000 mark for total fundraising. We are so excited to have Barb, and not just Barb, but Buddy as well, to share more. Hi, Barb.
Hi,
and Buddy. So Barb, this year you raised $3,825 and hit the $50,000 mark for total fundraising for the past 21 years. What's your secret to fundraising? Please, we all want to know. I want to know. We all want to know.
The main thing that I've always done is I have no problem talking to anyone about liver disease and explaining to them about it. I find it amazing that in the 22 years I've been sick, I have only ever known 2 people outside of the ALF community that have a liver disease. And that to me is amazing that, you know, there's probably people I know and you just don't realize it because it's not something that's obvious. So I try to make sure everyone knows. I send out lots of emails for fundraising. And I especially get my neighborhood, my church community, all of those involved. This year, it worked out perfect timing for this for unfortunate reasons, because I found out August 7th that I had liver cancer in addition to just all my other liver problems. And I'm very happy to say, though, that yesterday I got the results from my MRI that was done on Thursday, and the treatment has been working very well. And so they said that, you know, my lesion is not viable right now, and we get to proceed with getting me finally to a transplant next year. And I share all that with everyone, and money comes in. All of my friends then send money and support me and tell other people about liver disease.
Thank you, Barb. I'm so happy for you. And I just, thank you so
Yeah,
much, Barb.
lots of happy tears yesterday.
Lots of happy tears. Today is a great day for several reasons.
Yeah.
We have some people shouting you out in the comment section, Barb. We have Kathy saying, you are amazing. The liver community thanks you. We have Christina and Molly saying, way to go, Barb. Kira saying, Barb with a bunch of hearts. You are a fan favorite out there, Barb. We all love you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Right back at you.
You're amazing, Barb. So I know that you have taken over 1 million steps, Barb. You and Buddy do at least 6,000 steps a day. How are you and Buddy planning to virtually walk today?
Well, Buddy may do 6,000. I do at least 15,000 a day. I make sure I get 6 miles in every day, which is another miracle because I also have MS and I should have had a knee replacement done last week, but obviously things have been put on hold with that. But Buddy and I, when we were out yesterday, we actually saw a trail we had forgotten about that we haven't been to in years and years. So I think today we're going to go walking down there and see some new pretty places and, you know, just get out and walk around the neighborhood. Do what you can, everybody. I know for some people, you can't walk a mile or, oops, somebody went down, or more, but, you know, just get out, walk to the corner. And then every day you'll be able to do a little more. So I'll be just out doing my regular thing. And if it starts to rain or something, I'll be doing laps in my house. So we plan to have a very good day. It's pretty here in DC. So hopefully we'll get to have a nice walk.
Awesome. Well, Barb, thank you so, so much. Getting to know you throughout this experience has been one of the highlights of, I know I speak for me, Nicolette and Kelly, like we just adore you and we just can't thank you enough for your commitment to ALF and just getting to have your energy. You just always have like a smile and a kind word and just such positive reinforcement in times that, you know, you could use more of that. So from the bottom of my heart, like it has been amazing. And I cannot let you go without giving a special shout out to Ivory Allison, who is the National Manager of Outreach and Education, because I know that you, Barb, we might love you, but Ivory adores you. So I have to give her a special shout out. So thank you. And hi, Ivory, because I know that you're watching. So thanks to you and Buddy.
Thank you so much. And everybody have a wonderful virtual day and get out there and do some walking.
Thanks, Barb.
Thank you, Barb.
Thank you, Barb and Buddy, for your commitment to the ALF and for joining us. Anyone interested in reading Barb's story or to donate directly to her walk team, Barb's Buddies, please find the link in the chat box. A donation of $50 covers the cost of a support group session for liver patients and their families. For those of you just joining the event, I'm happy to have you here with us. Today is about celebrating you and your accomplishments. In the chat feature, share if you participated in any of our weekly themed activities. Did you track your steps using Fitbit or decorate your front door with Why You Walk? We want to know. We want to know how you participated in the walk. So I have a big number to say here, and I might stumble over it a little bit, but in total, speaking of tracking our steps, in total, our walkers have collectively taken 15,089,238 steps. Doesn't even count what we're going to be doing today. That is amazing. Thank you, everybody, for getting out there and helping spread awareness by walking for the virtual Liver Life Walk.
Amazing.
Sorry, Nicolette, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that's amazing.
It is amazing.
It's also amazing that you were able to say that number,
That
Kelly.
was a mouthful.
Thank you.
I love seeing everybody on social media sharing their walk photos, tagging us. It's so inspiring to see you all out there in the community, even though we can't walk together today in person. You're all out there walking on your own, and we know we're walking together in spirit. And I've
heard the best stories about where people are walking. Some people are walking in their neighborhoods with practicing social distancing. I know that some people are walking at the beach today. Some people are walking at Navy bases. So I'm just so excited to see everyone just get into the spirit that no, we can't be together, but we are together.
And as a reminder, you still have time to help keep that number growing. After our program ends today, we want all of you to put on your sneakers and go for a walk to celebrate all of our accomplishments. During your walk, take photos and post them on social media using the hashtag #LiveRLifeWalk. Nicolette, has anyone been sharing anything about any steps they plan on taking or where they're going to walk this afternoon?
We actually still have some people in the comments shouting out Barb. She is amazing. Sarah saying that Barb is a true liver warrior. Karen is saying, thank you so much for encouraging us all, Barb. So Barb, you're definitely a fan favorite. We all love you out there. And thank you so much for all you do for ALF. We're all thinking about you.
Absolutely. Thank you everyone for sending the love to Barb. I know it's appreciated. Up next, I'm excited to introduce Dan Palmer from the band Brother Dan. Dan is a lifelong musician and an advocate for the American Liver Foundation. Thank you for being here with us today, Dan.
Hey, I'm really glad to be here, but I'm not sure oh, there's my video.
There
Good.
you are. We see you.
Okay, good. Yeah, you know, walking has been a key part of my journey. I received my liver transplant on June 2nd, 2015. Flatlined in 2009, 6 years surviving after having 3 comas. It was quite the journey. And walking was a large part. And that's why the walk is so appropriate for us as a liver community. Up to my transplant, I was walking 1 to 2 miles a day still. And since then, I walk generally 3 to 5 miles every day, rain or snow. And it's good to be here. You know, I just want to encourage you guys, me being on the other side of transplant is pretty amazing. I want to encourage you, there is hope. And my hepatologist said to me at one point, when I was still very sick, but I was stable, he said, Dan, you have to go live life. Even though you're sick, we've got to live, right? So I encourage you to get out and live, do the best you can. There is hope. You life, so they say, it's but a game, and they let it slip away. Love, like the autumn sun, should be rising, but it's only just begun. Like the twilight in the road up ahead, they don't see just where we're going. All the secrets in the universe whisper in our ears, while the years come and go, take us up, always up. We may never pass this way again. We may never pass this way again. We may never pass this way again. Dreams, so they say, are for the fools, and they let them drift away. Peace, like the silent dove, should be rising, but it's only just begun. Like Columbus in the olden days, we must gather up our courage, sail our ships out on the open sea, cast away our fears while the years come and go, take us up, always up. We may never pass this way again. We may never pass this way again. We may never pass this way again. So I wanna laugh while laughing is easy. I right, if it makes it worthwhile. I may never pass this way again. That's why I want it with you. 'Cause you make me feel like I'm more than a friend, like I'm the journey and you're the journey's end. I may never pass this way again. That's why I want it with you. We may never pass this way again. We may never pass this way again. We may never pass this way again. We may never pass this way again.
Thank you, Dan, and thank you for sharing your song with us as well as your message of hope. I'm confident that everyone enjoyed it as much as Elise, Nicolette, and I did. We will see you again a little later in the program. Our next guest speaker is team captain of Incurable Strength. Elise, can you share with us a little about Raven and her team?
I would love to. So our next team captain is Raven Lowry. Raven is the team captain of Incurable Strength, a team that she created in honor of her mom, Sandra, who has been battling non-alcoholic liver-related disease for the past 15 years. Not only is Raven a captain and a caretaker, but she's also an author. This year, she released her first book, The Girl and the Dragonfly, which was published as a surprise for her mom's birthday. Raven, thank you so much for joining us today to share your story. Hey, Raven.
Hey, Elise. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So, as the daughter of someone with liver disease, what advice do you have for other family members or caretakers?
I would tell other caretakers to try to have patience and positivity and to stay positive, especially on the bad days. You don't want to make their bad days worse, and always be there for them no matter what, and enjoy every moment you get to spend with them. Over the past 15 years, me and Mom have gotten really close. So
I love that. I can relate 100%. As I've shared with you, my mom is battling cancer, and I will say that I thought we were close before, but when she got sicker and she was able to retire, I feel like our relationship got a little bit closer. So
yeah,
I'm
it definitely
right there
helps to
with
get
you.
closer.
It does help she get closer. So Raven, not only your boyfriend Jacob is our top stepper.
He is.
He has logged in over, and every time I say it, I'm like, I'm barely getting, like, if I feel bad if at the end of the week I don't get like at least 25,000 steps in. Jacob is at over 1,400,000 steps. So 2 questions. How are you guys virtually walking today, and how many steps is he planning to do today?
Well, we are actually at the beach this weekend, so after this we plan on walking up and down the beach, probably sure how many steps he plans on getting, at least 20,000. So
you have to send me pictures of you guys on the beach, and you have to let us know at the end of the day how many steps he actually logged, because I have a feeling it's going to be more, and I'm just going to be like, how? Please let me know. Tell me the secrets.
oh yeah, I'll send pictures and I'll give you an update.
Yes.
Raven, we have Daniel from the Resilient Romero's team in the comment section, and he's saying, caregivers are phenomenal. They give selflessly and make a huge difference. So thank you all. So your caregiving, your, relationship to your mom, you being there for her, it does not go unnoticed all around. So thank you for everything, you do and you give as a caregiver to someone with liver disease.
Thank you so much.
Raven, getting to know you not only with this walk, but from Nashville has just been an absolute joy. And I am so excited for your book. And everybody go out and buy it. It's a fantastic book. Kelly, I know you have it, so.
Thank you, Raven, and thank you for sharing your story with us today. If anyone is interested in purchasing the children's book authored by Raven, The Girl and the Dragonfly, you can click on the link in the chat feature. The book is available on Amazon. My children love it. We've read it many times. It's a great way to, if you want to speak to your children about having a parent that is sick or a caretaker that is sick. It's a beautiful story that makes it easy to have that conversation. But I do highly suggest that you do go out and purchase this book. If you are an Amazon customer, be sure to activate Amazon Smile and select the American Liver Foundation as your charity of choice. All you have to do is log in to www.smile.amazon.com and select the American Liver Foundation as your charity. Amazon will donate a percentage of proceeds from your eligible Amazon Smile purchases to the ALF. Dan is now going to join us once again to play another song. Take it away, Dan.
Wait, where am I?
Where are you? You're in the internet.
Come on, fire up. There I am.
There you are.
All right, this next song is for patients and their caregivers. It's about a difficult situation that many of us experience. If you don't know about it, it's probably the most difficult thing from a caregiving standpoint to deal with, I would assume. I don't know, I've been on the other end, exhibiting symptoms of hepatic encephalopathy. It's really difficult. So I encourage you to learn more about it. At the same time, I'm going to make a little fun of it. There's a medication that many of us take that we hate, but it's kind of a love-hate relationship, because without it, I would slip into comas. I did 3 times. And so I can't do a liver-related event without singing this song. So I hope you got a sense of humor. I hope you appreciate this. Every once in a while, I go out of my mind. I wander away and leave my body behind. But don't freak out, darling, just stay close before you dial 911. Pass me the lactose. I hate to admit, but lactose is my friend. Although it just makes me stay regular, makes me depend on depends. So don't let me forget to take my daily dose. I'd rather stay here with you, so pass the lactose. My lights are on, but I'm not home. I may be gone for an hour or a day or a week, I just don't know. Somebody else moves in and commandeers my brain. I'm only taking a trip, I'm not really insane. No, I hate to admit, lactose is my friend. Although it just makes me stay regular, makes me depend on depends. So don't let me forget to take my daily dose before you dial 911. Pass me the lactose. Only some of us know what I'm talking about. It's an inside joke we'd rather live without. We do the best that we can with the chances we get. Now my alarm's going off, it's time to take my meds. No, I hate to admit, Lactulose is my friend, although it just makes me stay regular, makes me depend on depends. So don't let me forget to take my daily dose. I'd rather stay here with you, so pass the lactulose. I'd rather stay here with you, so pass the lactulose.
Thank you, Dan. I know that song brought a smile to our viewers' faces. Don't worry, everyone. This isn't the last performance by Dan today. He will join us one more time a little later in the program. You may have noticed that Elise, Nicolette, and I are all wearing the official 2020 Liver Life Walk event t-shirt. There's still time to earn a shirt. All you have to do is raise $100 by November 1st, and the shirt will be mailed to you. Nicolette, are there any comments in the chat feature we want to share?
Oh yeah, we have a ton right now. So everybody is loving Dan's song, saying thank you so much for sharing your story and your beautiful songs with us. Everybody's sharing how they're going to be out walking today. So we have Sarah, who's going to be hiking in Northern Connecticut, which is awesome. We have Kathy that's going to be walking at the beach. Everybody's out there. I have to give a special shout out to Tiffany Green, who was the first person that signed in with us this morning. She said Team Green is ready to walk on the beautiful trail at Rebecca Park. So that is super, super awesome. And just want to give another shout out to Raven, because you have a lot of fans in the chat also. Everybody is super excited to buy your book. We have Karen and Christina and Molly that purchased your book. So I hope we get some more book sales for Raven here from today.
Absolutely. Thank you, Nicolette. Our next guest is Sophie from Team Sophie. Elise, can you share a little about Sophie with us?
Sure. At 3 years old, Sophie Hansen was diagnosed with PSC, autoimmune hepatitis, and Crohn's disease. When Sophie was 11, she was placed on the transplant list. On December 31st, 2017, Sophie received her transplant after waiting 4 years for a donor. Sophie is currently an 18-year-old pre-med student at the University of Utah. This is Sophie's second Liver Life Walk, and we couldn't be more excited to have her participate today. Sophie is also our Liver Jeopardy champion. Welcome, Sophie.
Thank you so much, Elise. I'm so happy to be here.
Awesome. So, Sophie, as a liver transplant patient, if there was one thing that you wanted to offer others about your journey, what would it be?
Well, it's really hard to choose just one thing to share because everyone's experience with liver disease is so different and unique. But I would say to everyone watching, liver patients, caretakers, families, medical professionals, that you all know the journey of liver disease is not easy. There are a lot of unknowns and a lot of scary and stressful experiences and even grieving and loss. But there are countless resources and things to look forward to that can make everything a little bit easier. ALF has so many resources for patients and families, and the people at ALF are so amazing. I really would not have been able to get through this journey without their help. Also, the medical professionals, doctors, nurses, social workers are always going to help guide you with the best decisions for your health. They are also incredible, and I really cannot thank them enough. Also, research in the fields of liver disease and organ transplantation are showing really promising things right now, and there are lots of exciting advances to look forward to in that arena. And also, organ donation is life-saving, so a shout out to all the organ donors and donor families out there as well. They are just lifesavers. The liver community is so full of strong and wonderful people, and connecting with people who have similar experiences can be extremely valuable as well. So overall, I would say that it really is okay to not be okay all of the time. It's okay to feel sad and lost and angry. Liver disease is hard and bad days happen, even bad years happen, but there is hope and you are not alone.
Sophie, you made me cry. You're amazing. Thank you for sharing that. And I see that you got your t-shirt. You got to show it off. Show your Yep. Sophie got her shirt.
Yep.
Thank you for sharing that, Sophie. You probably are tired of me saying this, but you are an absolute joy, and I'm just so appreciative to know you. And I have to give a special shout out to Gina Bartez, who is the National Director of Engagement for the Southwest, because I know that we are your biggest fans this year, but Gina has always been your biggest fan, and without her, I wouldn't have gotten the introduction to you. So thank you, Gina, for that. Because now I have a little bit of Sophie for myself.
Yes, I love you both.
Sophie, you're getting a lot of love in the comments section of the video today. Karen is on there, your Liver Jeopardy, component. She said, "Hi, Sophie. Thanks so much for sharing today." Christina and Molly say, "Sophie gives me hope for a strong, healthy future for my liver baby." Karen says, "Tears here, Sophie, you're awesome." So you have a ton of love in the comments, and you really are an inspiration. So thank you so much for everything you do and for being here with us.
Oh, thank you.
So Sophie, how are you planning to virtually walk today?
Well, today my family and I are trying to get as many miles as we possibly can. I think we'll probably go hiking in the beautiful Utah mountains after this and enjoy the outdoors, while also raising awareness for liver disease and stepping closer to ALF's mission of a world without liver disease.
Thank you, Sophie. Thank you. Send pictures of you guys in the mountains. We want to see you hiking. We want to see everything.
Yay.
Thank you, Sophie. And thank you for beautifully sharing your story with us. Like Nicolette said, people are giving you shout outs in the chat feature and are just so impressed with you and your what you've shared with everybody today. Anyone interested in reading Sophie's story or to donate directly to her walk team, Team Sophie, please find the link in the chat box. A gift of $20 allows our helpline to take the next call we receive. We are pleased to have with us today the Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer of the American Liver Foundation, David Ticker. David has been with the ALF for 12 years and during this time has played an active role in our New Jersey walk as a volunteer and fundraiser. Thank you, David, for joining us today.
Thank you, Kelly. I'm happy to be here. And just to show my colors, this was the original t-shirt that I got back in 2008 for the New Jersey walk.
Wow, impressive.
Oh,
Yeah,
David.
there you go. There you go. But I really want to personally thank our sponsors for seeing the value that the American Liver Foundation provides to the liver community. Thank you to our generous national bronze sponsor, Salix Pharmaceuticals. On behalf of Salix Pharmaceuticals, our national walk sponsor, congratulations to all the participants, families, and supporters. The partnership between Salix and the American Liver Foundation is deeply rooted in a mutual sense of caring, nurturing of our liver disease patients. We're committed to the health, well-being, and education of our healthcare professionals, our caregivers, and especially our collective patients. The success of the Liver Life Walk program, our collective voices for advancing research and remedies for liver disease, could only be made possible with your commitment. So thank you for your tireless support. I would also like to recognize community sponsors. Meyer Specialty Pharmacy sponsoring Illinois and Michigan markets, and Ver Biotechnology sponsoring the San Francisco market. Thank you again to all of our virtual Liver Life Walk sponsors. And thank you to everyone who's done such a great job today so far on this streaming video. It's been fantastic.
Thank you, David, for joining us. We are getting close to the end of the program, and as a reminder, we want all of you to go out for a walk to celebrate your accomplishments and to help raise awareness for the liver community. After your walk, be sure to post photos on social media using the hashtag #LiverLifeWalk. I also want to remind everyone that they can still bid on our amazing auction items. Bidding will stay open until Friday, October 30th. For those of you who were not aware, we do have an auction as part of the virtual Liver Life Walk. And the items include products from Kate Spade and Maui Jim. And we even have a 6-night stay in Puerto Rico up for grabs. In the chat feature, you should see a link to bid, and there's also a link available on the greeting page of our website. Elise, can you share with us, or actually before we go to Elise, Nicolette, are there any chats in the chat feature that we want to share with everybody?
Yeah, so Sophie's still getting some love in the chat. Jill Hansen said, "Go girl, so proud of this daughter of mine. I love the mother-daughter love there." Yes. We have Kira who's saying that she's walking around her development today doing, she's done over 200,000 steps, which was our goal. We wanted all of our
Kira.
Amazing.
We wanted all of our walkers to do 200,000 steps by today. So that's really exciting news. And then Christina and Molly Clark said we're heading out for our walk right after this. So we got a lot of walkers that are getting ready to go, and we're excited to wrap up the program soon so that we can get out there and walk.
That's great, Nicolette. And for those of you team captains that got your kits and got those green I Walk For bibs, don't forget to pin those onto the backs of your shirts today and share why you're walking, again, to help us raise that awareness. Elise, I know we're all excited for our next guest speaker. Can you share with us a little about her?
Yes. So our next guest speaker is Marsha Galia, a team captain of Team Lauren, who walks for her daughter, Lauren. At 5 weeks old, Lauren's pediatrician shared that she looked a little jaundiced and sent her for tests. Later that afternoon, the family was told her bilirubin was high and it could be something serious. At 8 weeks old, Lauren's family was told she had biliary atresia. Her first year of life was difficult, but today Lauren is a 4-year-old girl who loves the color pink, just like me, purple, baby dolls, and unicorns. At some point, Lauren may need to have a liver transplant, but her parents are committed to trying to keep her liver for as long as possible. Welcome, Marsha and Lauren. Hi, guys. And I would like to give a special shout out to Marsha because she is one of our frontline workers. She is a nurse. So thank you for your service. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So as a parent of a child with liver disease, what is one message that you want to share with others about the importance of events like the Liver Life Walk?
I think we froze up.
Oh, we had some technical difficulties, but we got you back. Can you hear me now?
Okay, good.
This is happening in real time, people.
Right. Raise awareness. We want everybody to be aware that these rare diseases are out there so that nobody's blindsided, kind of like we were. So we want community support and education. All of our friends and family are with us. So raising awareness is why we walk, and we walk for Lauren. And we also have Team Isla here today with us.
Yes. Oh my God. Can they come? Are they? I did speak to the team captain, and I did know that they were going to walk with you guys today if the weather permitted. Yeah. So I'm very, very happy. And we can see them later when you guys.
Now. Yeah, I'll show her when we go out to do the ribbon, but yeah, okay. They're here.
Amazing. Lauren, I like your bows.
Oh yes, we have our green bows on for liver disease.
I like your bows.
Super cute. I want my own.
I want a bow. I want a t-shirt. But I will say that this morning when I was thinking about my outfit, I was trying to figure out what kind of mask I was going to wear. And I'm going to wear a pretty floral one because if you go to Team Lauren's page, Lauren has like the cutest mask on. So you inspired my mask for today.
Right. She's wearing her princess one. So.
Oh, princess theme.
Good choice.
Awesome. Well, thank you for allowing us to share your story, Marsha. This is not the last you will be seeing of Team Lauren. In a few minutes, they will be back to cut the virtual walk ribbon and get us walking.
Right.
Anyone interested in reading Lauren's story or to donate directly to Team Lauren, please find the link in the chat box. No gift is too small. A donation of $5 will cover the cost of a toolkit for individuals considering a liver donor. Considering becoming a living donor, sorry.
That's okay. Thank you, Marsha and Elise. It was wonderful hearing from a few of our dedicated team captains today. The Liver Life Walk teams are the backbone of this event. And thank you to all of our team captains for the time and effort you put into making the event a success. We could not do this without you. Nicolette, any new shout outs from the chat feature?
Yes, we have a bunch. Sarah saying, go Marsha and Lauren. Karen saying, go Marsha and Lauren. I'll continue to help raise awareness of liver disease. Thank you for all you do. Erica is saying, you are amazing, Marsha and Lauren. We have Erica in the chat who actually, I think, just joined us a little while ago. And she said she's walking for her dad, who's a liver transplant recipient, and she walks for her dog who just passed from liver failure. Our team will be walking today. Hashtag walking for Pop. Thanks for being here with us, Erica.
Sorry, I muted myself rather than unmuting myself. To help close out our event today, Dan Palmer is going to join us one last time, and then we'll invite Marsha and Team Lauren back to kick off the walk. Our Liver Life Walk events look different this year, but it did not stop our team captains, walkers, donors, volunteers, and sponsors from supporting the liver community. Thank you for your dedication. And Dan, thank you once again for joining us.
Hey, it's my pleasure to be here. This is one chance I get to perform. This is what I've done for a living for all my life. And of course, I'm not going out in public for a while yet. Not in my area because people aren't wearing masks. So I hope that you guys are safe. I hope that you're happy. I hope that you take a little time to go out and live life. Even though you're sick, life goes on. And I hope you have a chance to get a smile today, get a walk in, a little fresh air, some love from your loved ones. Hey, if you want to join me, see more of me, you can find me at brotherdanpalmer.com. Find me on social media. Find my live stream every Monday at 5 p.m. Here's one I wrote. We got no time for singing the blues. Get on out there. Midsummer morning, the weather is hot. You say life's a bitch, I say it's not. Running round in circles, life was passing me by. But now I kick back and roll with the tide. I'm so busy living, I got no time for singing the blues. I can't be found any day of the week, walking my dog down some neighborhood street. Whatever the weather, come rain or come shine, everything's rosy on borrowed time. 'Cause I'm so busy living, I got no time for singing the blues. Busy running here and there, we're so busy we don't care. Busy doing this and that just to make our wallet fat. Every little fact is this right there at our fingertips. Make a text or send a call, doesn't make no sense at all no more. 'Cause I'm so busy living, I've got no time for singing the blues. Sing it one time, come on. I'm so busy living, I got no time for singing the blues. Drop me a message, send me a line. Right now I'm busy having such a good time. Save the drama for your mama, drop your stress at the door. You know I don't roll that way anymore. 'Cause I'm so busy living, I got no time for singing the blues. Yeah, I'm so busy living, I got no time for singing the blues. I'm so busy living, I got no time for singing the blues. Be healthy, my friends.
Thank you, Dan, and thank you for helping us wrap up our time together in such a fun way. And thank you everyone for joining us. I brought my family out to be with us during the last few minutes of our celebration today, as the walk is a family event. It was a pleasure spending this time together. And as a reminder, donations will continue to be accepted until the end of November. Is Marsha ready to be joining us back on the screen? I don't see her yet.
Yes, we're ready.
Okay, give us 1 second, Marsha. Okay, thank you, Marsha. So Marsha and her family and team members are going to help us cut our starting line ribbon today. We're seeing the sun at the moment, Marsha.
Oh, I have to do this.
There we go. There we go. Okay. So I hope everyone out there will join me in the countdown to kicking off the walk. I'm going to count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, Lauren. Cut that ribbon.
Cut it. Go ahead, cut it.
You can do it.
Oh. Go ahead. Cut it. Cut. Keep going, keep going.
Push.
Camera down.
There you go. There we go.
Yay! Everyone, enjoy your walk today. We look forward to seeing the photos you'll all share online. Go Liver. We love you all, and thank you for joining us today.